Hi, so this is Tessa, and I am going to be going over our discussion today, which is on questioning theory. And so, one of the first things that it asks is, why does theory matter in our social work practice? And so, the reason why I think that theory matters in our social work practice is because different viewpoints create different results, perspectives, and different targets on what we should talk about as a society and what the solutions are as like a community and as a people. And so this is why I think it's more of targeting why it's important to have like a lot of different theories, because like it's important to get all viewpoints so that way we can critically reflect on why things are affecting certain ways and how people are being affected by these. Um, and so that's why I think theories specifically like matter. And I'm pretty impartial to systems theory. I really do think that that one's probably my favorite, although it does systems theory, although it tries to like do an in-person basis, it can definitely miss some things in regards to like racism and like other approaches that it, because it does not look at some specific things in that regard. It more of looks at like the communities and like how people are being supported versus looking at more of like a like it can look at a broader range, but most of the time it's not really used that way. And so like that's how I kind of feel like why it's important to have so many different theories out there and to study them and to kind of know what they are. And then the second question was, our Just Practice textbook speaks to how theories may serve as a form of oppression or as a form of liberation, and what examples come to mind that shows how a theory can oppress or liberate. And so I think this like goes back to what I was saying about like how some theories are kind of more of used in a like that are only used one perspective and like used in the dominant perspective of society. And so like you might have somebody who like wants like has a uses a theory that's more about like like a cognitive behavioral theory might like try to help specifically people with mental illness, and they more mainly focus on the cognitive, but they're not looking at like other specific things that are causing those issues. It's not really a holistic approach to look at one theory. And so it can kind of miss the mark unintentionally about like helping people. And so like and helping people get out of the systems in which they're in, or helping people in a way that it comes into factor in every way of their life. And that, like a cognitive behavioral therapy, can serve as a form of oppression because it can basically look at the individual and put all responsibility for that individual situation on them. And that's not necessarily like helpful, and in that way it is oppressive, which is why we need like a well-rounded understanding of theories so we can try to apply as many as we can to help a situation, or like specific ones that will more target what people are going through. All right, and so that's kind of like my answer on these two questions. So thank you very much, and you guys have a good day.